Alright, just sort of quick to give you a quick rundown of my INFITECH2 base. Glass house. So playing for about 2 months. Some Zoomcraft stuff. It's my main base. All the crafting stuff's on the floor, and these just set up as furnaces, and then they just auto output to the middle. Still got chests and things because haven't ascended to the AE age yet. It's fine. Got the stairs. Got my little assembly stuff in the middle just for the pipe covers. Low voltage machines, medium voltage machines, I guess high voltage machines or advanced machines, I guess. This is the 512 stuff. It's just running off a buffer and then a transformer. And then just for the general ore processing, got the golems just to move them around and things like that. It's just standard. Down in the basement, got all the big machines, I guess. Got the bronze blast furnace and coke oven, making charcoal, and then saving some of the kerosene to make the rail tracks later on. This was just set up to run as a backup for my electric blast furnace. It just sort of does a little bit of power trickle to charge the battery buffers up, so you can run the machine without any diesel if you felt that way inclined. The cover on the side here turns this golem on and off, so the golem can he just puts one of an item in there and then turns off, so it never has more than sort of 2 items in there, and then this other golem picks them up and puts them into this chest way over here. Through here is vacuum freezer, and that's just run off a low voltage and then a transformer, just for, you know, it's a one-off thing. You don't do that much stuff with it at the moment, and it's just a normal basic diesel because it's reasonably efficient. And then got the implosion compressor, and these just fill up with industrial TNT. That's pretty much all for here. Got lots of oxygen and hydrogen for later on. Around the basement, currently building the distillation tower. So it's 6 high and 3 by 3, and that's gonna do more from just normal oil than these can do, set up as they are, and I just sort of go and get oil out from the world, and it gets refined into gasoline. That's going to be turned into nitro diesel through a fluid canner and a chemical reactor, and that's going to give me more energies. Basement will be for all the tanks of liquids that I don't want to have just floating around and things. Haven't really dealt with that yet. So yeah, everything's just run on diesel fuel. Sort of runs up through under the walls there and things. So Zoomcraft is in this direction. Currently slowly making a node. I was going to do it the hungry node way, but I didn't want to die that often. I might do that later on if I feel keen. And then my sort of enchanty thingy is here for my infusion. This dome. And then sort of the meat of it is sort of just down in here. alchemical stuff, and the other one sort of where I just store the jars for when I want to use them, because most of my sort of stuff is done in this sort of room, like using this to make things, where it's not really done out there. If I need to do something, I just move some of the jars out. Down there underneath is just all my torches for stability. Candles, sorry. That's pretty much it at this point in time. I do have the glass house at the top, is where I have the golem just automatically plants and halves and fills up the chest, which just for, you know, when I get around to doing something with it, it's going to be there for me. And these guys, this guy just plants the first saplings when I need lots of wood, and they just harvest them and such. And I'm going to have a fiddle with the old tunnel boring machine at some stage, but been a wee bit lazy on that front. On the top of my dome, I've got a thermonic enchanty thingy-majiggy from Tinkerer, which is super handy for putting the repair things on the tools so they don't break. With, you know, it just costs a little bit of wand power, nothing crazy. I think later on I'm going to have like a centralized power system set up, and then just run a big cable up the side, and then transform them down into the desired voltages, because this doesn't keep up with this going, unfortunately, even though it should, but I don't know why, it doesn't really bother me. Other than that, that's it very much, just sort of as far as I've got. Yeah, I've been playing for about 2 months, so give it another couple of months and I'll be able to go into space, and then we'll be away. Alright, no worries.